Hey guys, welcome back. It's Miss Amber again. Let's see, today is Wednesday. Our week is kind of flying by with this online learning thing, so hopefully we're all kind of getting used to it, figuring out how things work, okay? So let's see. Our book today isn't necessarily about gardens or how things grow. It's based more on emotions. And so as we get started, I have our How Are You Feeling poster. So I'm going to show that to you, and we're going to kind of review the emotions that we've talked about all year. Okay, so here's our poster. So this first one right up here is angry, disappointed, excited, frustrated, happy, lonely, proud, sad, scared, worried. Okay, so these are the emotions. This is the exact poster that we've had hanging in our classroom. I brought it home. And so these are words that we are familiar with, emotions that we've talked a lot about with this year so far. And so today I'm going to read us a book. Our book is called Happy. And it's about this group of fish that experience different emotions. So as we go along, we'll talk about the vocabulary and kind of how they relate to ourselves. Like examples that maybe we would have in relation to the feelings. Okay, so some of the emotions are going to match our poster, and some of them are going to be new. There's so many different words to describe the ways that we're feeling. That we're not limited to just a couple. Okay, let's get started. Here's our book. It's called Happy. This word is curious. Look at his big eyes. Curious means you are wanting to find out more about something. Nervous. Look at how squiggly those lines are making the word and in the picture of our fish. Nervous is like worried. It means being upset because you think something bad might happen or you just don't know what to expect. Brave. Look at that tiny fish in that big black ocean. Brave is doing something even though you're afraid. Trying something new, something you've never done before. Or doing something that you really don't want to do, but your grown-up is telling you you need to do it. Be brave and try it. Shy. Shy means you are quiet and not always ready to talk to people. Sometimes it's not just talking, it's participating too. You might not feel comfortable playing the game or staying at a different person's house, like maybe a new babysitter or at a friend's playdate house, something like that. Your first day of school, you might have felt shy. Surprised. Oh, look at his eyes. Even his mouth is open just a little bit. Surprised is sometimes called shocked, and it's how you feel when something happens that you don't expect, such as a surprise party or someone jumping out at you during hide and seek, or when people go boo. It might surprise you. Sad. Sometimes we just feel sad. We usually cry or pout when we're feeling sad. furious. Furious means really, really angry. Can you think of a time that you've been furious? Look at his mouth, and his eyes are closed. His face is all scrunched up, like he's extra, extra mad. Proud. We've talked about this word quite a bit in the classroom. Proud is when you've done something really well and even you know that it was a good job. You might take pride in your artwork. You might be proud when you play in the soccer game or the basketball game. If you play any sports, when you learn to ride your bike without tricycles, without training wheels. Jealous. This is a new word. Jealous is how you might feel. Oh, let's find the fish. There he is. You might feel jealous when your friends are playing together without you. You might feel jealous when your mom is playing with your brother or your sister. Or maybe at a birthday party when your friend is getting all the presents and you want one, but it's not your birthday, so you didn't get a present or a new toy. Loving. Loving means you care about other people. Kind of like being helpful. If you see that somebody needs your help or if somebody is upset and you go over to comfort them, you might pat their back and ask them, "Are you okay?" You might tell somebody, "I'll sit with you," when they're feeling lonely. That's all feeling loving. Angry. I know there's times that we've all felt angry. We don't get our way. We have to do something we really don't want to. Okay? Sometimes we might feel nervous when we have to do it, but we also might feel angry. I don't want to go to school today. I wanted to stay home with mom. You might be angry when you're outside playing and your mom or your dad says you have to come home and get ready for bed. You might be angry when you get up to eat the bowl of cereal, but you figured out that your brother used the last of the milk and there's nothing left for you. That might make you feel angry. Oh, did I show you the fish? There he is. Look at his face. Kind of grumpy too. His eyes are kind of pointed down. His mouth is like in a frown. His face is a little scrunchy. Glad. Glad or delighted, those are other words that mean very happy. You might be glad that somebody invites you to their birthday party, or you might be delighted when your mom or your dad brings you home some ice cream. Okay. What is this word? Confused. Confused means you don't really understand something or you don't know what to do. Right now, it feels really confusing because we're not allowed to go to school. We're not allowed to see our friends or our neighbors. We're not allowed to hug people that we see at Walmart, like if you run into your teacher or a friend from class. It's kind of confusing. Like, why aren't we allowed to do that? I don't understand. Content. Content means you are just happy with what you have. You don't need or want anything. You're just kind of okay. You're not sad. There's nothing that you need. You don't want to do anything different. You're okay doing what you're doing. You're content. Afraid. Afraid kind of means scared. Kind of go hand in hand. You might be afraid of the dark, or when the spring storms roll in and you hear the thunder and see the lightning, you might feel afraid. On Mondays at noon when the siren goes off, I always forget about it, but I hear it and I get a little afraid for just a moment because I forgot about it. Sometimes they watch scary shows here at our house. My kids like scary shows, and sometimes I'm afraid of what's going to happen. Confident. Confident kind of means brave. Like, you know that you have the ability to do something. You're confident, so you're not scared. It's something that it's usually about a skill that you have. Like, if you're already able to ride your bike without training wheels, you can ride it with confidence. You feel confident. Or you've been coming to school for a long time now, and it's not a scary place anymore. You know exactly what to do. You know our daily schedule, so you can come into school feeling confident. You know what's going to happen, and you're prepared. You are ready. Oh, I keep forgetting to show you the other page. Here's the fish feeling confident. Look at his face. He's got a little bit of a smile on. His eyes are bright. They're big. He looks ready for the day. Shocked. Look at his face. He's like, ah! You feel shocked. That's like another word for surprised. Startled. My kids here at home, we use the word startled a lot. Sometimes if they wake up before I get out of bed and I walk out of my bedroom and they're sitting on the couch, I go, "Oh, you startled me. You shocked me. I didn't know you would be there." Astonished. This is kind of like surprised or shocked, but more so, more intense. Like, you just can't believe it happened. Bored. Bored, and when there's nothing to do that's going to feel entertaining, it's not going to feel fun. I'm so bored. Right now we're kind of stuck at our houses. I don't know if your moms and dads have told you, we can't go play at the neighbor's house. We can't have our friends come over. No, we can't go play on the playground equipment. What do? We're just stuck here at the house. We're sitting on the couch. We're playing in the backyard, but we're bored. We miss our friends. We miss people. I'm just bored. Nothing to do. Delighted. Delighted is kind of like happy or pleased. You feel pretty good about the situation. Sometimes when I'm cooking dinner, my kids, oh, I love them so much. They go, "What are you making, Mom?" And I'll tell them chicken, and they're like, "Ew, again." But if they're delighted, they might say, "What are you making, Mom?" "Oh, I bought some pizza. I'm not cooking tonight." They might be delighted. Woohoo! We like pizza. Or Saturday mornings, when you usually go to school and you wake up and you think it's Friday, but then you find out it's Saturday and there's no school, you get to stay home in your pajamas and watch cartoons. You might feel delighted. that's the end of our book. I feel like I skipped a page. Okay, so there's all kinds of different emotions that we can feel or experience throughout the day. And before spring break, we talked a little bit about how our emotions can change within the day. Just because we wake up feeling happy does not mean that we're going to be happy all day long. Sometimes, if you're like me and you wake up before you have your coffee, you feel crabby. Oh, I'm so crabby. But then I drink my coffee and I eat a little bit of breakfast and I feel better. Okay. You might wake up bored and then Miss Amber challenges you to make a hopscotch path outside. So you do that, and then you've got an activity to do, and you're not so bored anymore. Okay, so our emotions kind of change throughout the day. Different events that are happening will impact how our emotions are feeling. Okay, so our activity for today, it's our small group activity. So typically, we would do this with 3 or 4 kiddos at a time. So while you're at home, you can do this. We're just going to make a self-portrait. Okay, so a self-portrait is a picture that you're going to draw of yourself. So all you need is some paper, markers. You can use crayons, colored pencils, a pen. You don't have to use color if you don't want to. Okay, so I'm going to dump out my markers here. And what I want you to do is draw a picture of how you are currently feeling. If it's bright and early in the morning and you're still sleepy, you can draw a sleepy face. If you've been up for a while and you've had your breakfast and watched cartoons, and you're feeling happy, you can draw a happy face. I'm trying to think. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty content. So I'm going to start my picture here. And I'm thinking, I'm looking at the video and I see my face is kind of oval. So maybe I'll draw an oval. Okay, so there's my face, my head. And our book said content was kind of just okay. So I'm going to start with my eyes. Let's see. My eyes are kind of brown, so I got my brown marker. Uh-oh, my brown marker is kind of dried out here. Okay, so there's my brown eyes. Let's see, and my hair's kind of a reddish brown. My brown's drawing out, so I'm going to use my red marker. I'm going to add some hair. Your picture doesn't have to be super fancy. And again, if you don't have colors and you're just doing it in pencil, it's okay too. I want you to look at a mirror though, because you want your self-portrait to kind of match what you look like, okay? Let's see, what else does our face have? Our face has a nose. So I'm just gonna make with my dry brown marker here. Uh-oh, it's really drying out. Okay, there's my nose. Now our book said content again was kind of just okay. So I don't need a huge smile. I can use just a small one, maybe one that doesn't really show teeth because you're just kind of hanging out. Okay, so there's my content smile. Okay, I don't have any eyebrows. That looks funny. I might add some brown eyebrows, and you can put as much detail as you want into your picture or as little. If this is all that you want to this is all that you really want to add, that's okay. If you want to draw your whole body, think about the rest of your body shape. You've got your belly, you've got your arms and your legs, 2 arms, 2 legs, okay? So you might want to add that on there. So I'm feeling pretty content. I'm okay. I've got my kids here at home with me. We've got all of their learning stuff. We've got all kinds of groceries. We've got cartoons on the TV. So we're okay. I miss going to school. I miss seeing you guys. I miss getting out on the playground and playing. But I know that we're doing all this just to stay healthy and keep each other safe. So I'm not really sad about it. Kind of grumpy, but I know it's for the best, so I'm just going to have to be okay with it. And so that's where my content feeling comes from. I know I'm safe, I know my kids are safe, and I know my students are safe. And so that makes me feel a little bit better about a situation that we can't control. Okay. If you want to keep drawing after your picture is done, you might ask the members of your family. Ask your mom or your dad. Ask your brothers and your sisters. How are they feeling? See if they can explain to you why they feel that way. Okay, you might want to give an explanation as to why you feel that way. And then that's pretty much it for today. I'm going to probably upload a couple other videos, so keep your eye out for that. And then we will come back here tomorrow. All right, guys, have a good day. I miss you.